Okay, so this is how we do hitboxes here, or characters. This is Athena. I finally got her animations to work, thank God. I've been working on this for a minute. I got, you know what it was? I wasn't that concerned with it because I was busy getting getting Hulk, Thor, not Thor, um, Wolf's animations working. So, I was focusing on Wolf's animations, I didn't have to really worry about Zafina's at the moment because I had to get all Wolf stuff working properly. So now Wolf's all done. Now I'm working on this chick's goddamn her, freaking hitboxes or animations and stuff. I had her hitboxes done, but it's on a different model and I can't use it. See, the baseline model that you get when you download the scenes model, it's not usable. It's not something you can really import into Unity. It doesn't. You can import it, yeah, it'll move around, but it won't animate. Like it'll try to do the animations, but it's like the bones are not set up. The skeletons are not set up properly to work with the animations that I'm using. Okay, so basically you have to like import Zafina into Blender and then make a save of Blender in the Blender format, and then take that Blender format save of Zafina and bring it into Unity, and then it'll work. Then I can animate it. The animation will actually apply. What was happening with the animations of the default Zafina, you get taken down from say from Tekken 7. She doesn't animate. She just moves around like a stick figure. She moves on a T-pose to the actual movement and rotations of the animation, but her limbs will not animate. And that's what I was stuck with for like, I don't know, the majority of this project, which has been going for a month. I remember I was fiddling around and got her to animate once, but it was like weird. And it animated once. I forgot what steps I took to make it happen, and so I wasn't able to repeat it. Now I went through it all over again, and I got the steps down, and I got her actually working. Similar to the steps I got to get Wolf working. But sometimes you got to really pay attention to the details. That's what they say, the devil's in the details. So basically what I did here, this is Athena, this capsule around her is a capsule collider. That determines her collision for most everything in the environment. This is a spear collider attached to her hand, which is her hitbox basically. Basically when you make a hitbox, you make an empty object on the limb you want it on. Then to that empty object you apply a spear collider, which is something that you generate with Unity, and then then you just label it with the tag of agent and the layer of agent, and anything it touches will be registered towards the agent, which is Zafina in this case. So the game logic is going to be set up so if the player is touched by anything by the agent, be in her hand or a capsule's collider, notably her hand or her foot, it's going to register as a hit. So if that hits, you take damage. Bingo bango. Isn't that special? Remember Church Lady? Isn't that special? Alright, well, I fucking moved by accident, and I moved away from where Rosina was, because I'm looking at her skin to, basically I'm looking for a foot, so I can find her stupid foot, and yeah, here she is. Okay, boom. I take that out of the search, because I have a lot of objects on the screen, so I can't scroll through all the objects to find Zafina. It's a pain in the ass. Let's go a little bit, because there's like 16 pieces to this character, I think. All I need to find one is connected to her feet. Yeah, there you go. The tips of her toes. That's good enough, right? Because that's what's going to connect when she hits somebody, isn't it? So, as for the tips of her toes, you add an empty game object there. I can just copy this. Roll copy. And just change the... Well, let's see. It should work, right? I'm going to try to copy it. Go to 15. Which is her fucking feet. And placed it. Control V. Right, so yeah, technically it will attach it to her fucking feet, technically. Or it just went to the end of her fucking armatures, which is bullshit. So I gotta scroll it up to 15 again. Boom, 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 boom. 15. Right, and just change the name. This is a copy. It shouldn't be dependent on the other one. If I change the name here, it should only apply to the name change here. You know, it shouldn't apply to the next one. You know, they should be completely separate. What's good about that is, as far as 15, I can just copy the transform from it and copy it to that, so they go to the same fucking place. Because see, being I made a complete copy, it copied everything, including the transform, which is like up there by our hand. So I'm changing the transform of this bad boy. I copied the transform from her foot where I needed it to be, right? So I go here on the right click, you know, the right portion here, and paste position. I just copied the position, you know, from that, so it moves to her foot. So now it's on her foot. Okay, and the copy stays where it goddamn was supposed to. You know, if you look up, why did I scroll so fucking high up? Just when you know, it looked like it went a million places. It really looked like it went up like 25 paces, but look how far it went up. To the point where I can't even find her anymore. Alright, well, this is here still, right? See, that's that version, the hand one. And the name is still hand, so being that I changed the name of the copy, it doesn't change the name of the original, so that's good. So that's that. That's the fucking... And this shit's not even pointed right. How long has this shit not been pointed at the fucking screen? I gotta duct tape everything fucking down till it doesn't fucking shift when I'm fucking doing something? Motherfucker. Alright, well, here it is. We put an empty object here at 15. You know? Which is... Oh my god, I'm scrolling too much. Alright, let me just go down a little bit. Pop, hit point by point. Okay. For those who weren't paying attention, or because this fucking camera was fucking shifted for some stupid fucking reason, when I'm middle of me fucking making a fucking movie about motherfucking hitboxes, right? This piece of shit moved on me. Why? I don't know. I didn't fucking touch it. My foot didn't even touch it. Just touched the wire, but yet it moved. Alright, so basically here, this is the quadrants on this model of Zafina, right? That right there is her foot. That represents the toe, her toe, right? Her goddamn toe. 15 quad boss, that represents her fucking toe. And then, oh my god, it went too far. And that point, we put an empty object there. Okay? Empty object, which we created in the top menu here. See that top menu on the top of this Unity engine is game object, right? So you make game object, create empty. And you put that there at her fucking toe, which is right there, which is highlighted in orange. Alright? Then after you make the empty object, you name the empty object foot hitbox. Right? You make it whatever size. You make a sphere collider, right? And then after you make a foot hitbox, you make sure that the coordinates are matching the foot. Wherever the coordinates of the foot, you can just click these three dots here on the foot, copy, and it'll say copy transform. Copy position, right? The position is the transform of the that part of her portion of her body, which is a foot. You copy that. Then when you make the foot hitbox, you just paste the transform back there. The transform you just copied and paste it there, so the empty object goes to her foot. Then after that, you go add component, and in this case, it'd be under physics, sphere collider, right? And that would be a sphere collider you would add. I'm not gonna add one now because I already added one. And once you make the sphere collider, you can edit the size. See this? This means edit the size of a sphere collider. I can make it bigger or smaller depending on how I want. So you zoom in on it. See how it looks here? It has certain nodes on this sphere. You touch on those nodes. Left click, hold down left click, and scroll up with the mouse to scroll it up bigger or smaller. Scroll down and make it smaller. It's as simple as that. You can make it wider and narrower. depending on this node here. And that's basically how HitBox works. Being that the HitBox is tagged, see this here, this is the tag. It represents what it belongs to or what it's associated with. Alright, so it's once you name the parent, it names the child. So the parent is the object, the child is the Spirit Collider. So if you label this object as tagged agent, so then therefore this Spirit Collider is tagged agent. The collision detection is all attached to this. So anytime this Spirit Collider touches anything, it's going to represent that the agent touched something. And in which case, if the agent touches the player takes damage. Boom, bam, Bob's your uncle. That's how you get goddamn Spirit Colliders working. And layer, it also works because layer is an abstract, just like tag is an abstract. They're just abstracts that represent this particular object or any particular object. So every layer tag, every object in the game has both a layer and a tag. Both of which, once you associate them to the same object, with the same object, the same tag, they tend to be counting as the same thing, the same unit. So if I make a game object representing a player, and then I make a skin, like a mesh, right, a game model, and I both tag them both the same tag, they tend to go to the same location, they tend to count as the same unit. Even if they're not in the same location, they count as the same unit. Okay, so they're one and the same. So it's in your best interest to put them in the same area. So you copy their transform position, rotation, and scale, and put them in the same place. So they're in the same place and once you do that, they don't separate. So if you move the mesh, the object will run with them. Or you move the object, the mesh will run with it because they're on the same tag. So they count as the same object. Or the same unit, not the same object. There's multiple objects in one unit, but they count as the same unit. And that's Spirit Colliders and hitboxes for you fucking noobs. You hear that, Tricky? You fucking noob? Go make some games, you nerd. You're supposed to be a fucking professor. Go fucking make some games. Stop fucking playing his gay ass Aline. That stupid ass, cheesy ass hitbox. And actually have some fucking skill and use an actual arcade stick. So be a pussy. I'm not gonna even comment. I'm not gonna touch that comment with a 10-foot pole, but you know what I mean. Because I could say something else, but it's too easy. And you know what? I'm above that. I'm bigger than that, man. Congratulations on whatever you did. You did what you had to do, bro. Sis. Alright, enough of this video. It's going on way too long. About 5 minutes too long by my account.